Gurubhyo Namaha. Andariki Namaskaramulu. Today is a great day for all of us that we are going to have a second level, advanced level course on certificate course on Sanatana Dharma. We have already completed 3 courses, basic courses, where we have covered all the basic subjects. Now, this is the first course, the advanced level, where we are going to go deeper into the subject. So today is the inaugural session. It will continue for three months. I will brief you on this course about the students after the welcome address and address by Swamini ji. Now, we will start with Vande Mataram, reciting Vande Mataram by Chala Chittibabu Garu. You don't have to get up. Please sit down. For national anthem, we will all get up and then sing national anthem at the end. Now we are on. We will have Vande Mataram. After that, we will have Prarthana by Ananthanji. Sisi Babu Garu, you can sit down and then sing if you want. Otherwise, if you want to stand, is okay.
Okay, thank you. No problem.
So I request you to recite Vande Mataram.
Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram, Sujalam, Sufalam, Malayaj Sitalam, Sasya Syamalam Mataram, Vande Mataram. Subrajyosna pulakitayamini Pullakusumita drumadala shobhini Suhasini Sumadhura bhashini Sukhadam varadam mataram Vande Mataram Vande Mataram.
Vande Mataram. ధన్యవాదములండి చల్లా చిట్టిబాబు గారు. Now I will request Ananthanji to chant Prarthana.
सर्वेभ्यः नमस्कारः. प्रथमतः एकनिमिषं मेडिटेशन. Andru, let us close our eyes. We'll do 1 minute meditation. Relax our body. Remember all our gurus, starting from our mother and father. Concentrate on breath. Give auto suggestion to our own mind not to entertain any other thought for 1.5 hours. Trivaram Omkaram. गणानान्त्वा गणपतिगुं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमम् ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पत आनः शृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनम् महागणपतये नमः। प्रणो देवी सरस्वती वाजेभिर्वाजिनीवती धीनामवित्र्यवतु वाग्देव्यै नमः। गुरुरेव गतिर्गुरुमेव भजे गुरुणैव सहास्मि नमो गुरवे। न गुरोरधिकं शिशुरस्मि गुरोः मतिरस्ति गुरौ मम पाहि गुरो। ज्ञानानन्दमयं देवं निर्मलस्फटिकाकृतिम् आधारं सर्वविद्यानां हयग्रीवमुपास्महे। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानामालयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करम् शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ॐ।
ధన్యవాదములండి అనంతన్ గారు. Now I'll request our president, Veda Samskruti Samiti, and is the pattern of our this course also. I'll request him to address the gathering.
हरि ओम। सर्वेभ्यः नमस्कारः। अहं प्रभाकरः वदामि। अद्य अत्यन्त शुभदिनमस्ति। ज्येष्ठ शुक्ल पौर्णम्यां वयम् एतत् शुभदिने व्यासपौर्णमी दिने एतत् कार्यम् आरम्भं कुर्मः। महान् सन्तोषम् अनुभवामि। सर्वेभ्यः विशिष्टपुरुषाः सन्ति, सर्वेभ्यः स्वागतं व्याहरामि। अस्माकं स्वामिनी महोदयम् आह्वयामि चीफ गेस्ट रूपेण, गेस्ट ऑनर रूपेण, गेस्ट स्पीकर रूपेण दीपक सिंघाल महोदयम् आह्वयामि। अस्माकं कोर्स डायरेक्टर श्रीवासर प्रभु महोदयम्, एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव डायरेक्टर वाइस प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ सनातन धर्म डॉक्टर बाबू, वाइस प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ वेद संस्कृति समिति डॉक्टर बाबू, वाइस प्रेसिडेंट सनातन धर्म डॉक्टर विशालक्ष्मी। सर्वेभ्यः जनाः यो ये आगतवन्तः सर्वेभ्यः स्वागतं व्याहरामि। वेद संस्कृति समिति 10 वर्ष पूर्वे किंचित् राजीव मल्होत्रा पुस्तक रूपेण रेमल्ल वेद अवधान महोदयस्य वेदाः संपूर्ण वेदाः न मिलितम् इति ग्राह्यम् अनुभूत्य वेद संस्कृति समिति उत्तेजनं कर्तुम् आवश्यकम् इति मत्वा एतत् कार्यम् आरम्भं कृतवन्तः। So I will start in English, tell English to all the people for the information of all the people. Now, we started this Veda Samskruti 10 years back with the inspiration of Ramal Avdhanlu, who told me in our some of the meetings that we were having 1131 Veda Sakhas, and we have got only now 11 Sakhas or 13 Sakhas rather in writing in book form, and we have got only reading Guru Shishya Parampara, only 7 Sakhas are being read out of 1131 Sakhas. And even them 7 Sakhas also people do not know properly, and how many Vedas are there, how many Veda Sakhas are there, how many Vedangas are there. That's what he informed. I also at the age of 65, I came to know that. So, and further to that, when I happened to see the Battle for Sanskrit book of Rajiv Malhotra, which says that somebody was canvassing at various places, various public platforms, that Sanskrit is a dead language. So I realize, I astonished to know that somebody is saying Sanskrit dead language when every house in the country is following Veda mantras only for any karyam, any samskaram. In such case, how a Sanskrit language can be a dead language? And then question comes the Vedas. How many people know? When I started searching people and asking the people, how many Vedas are there? And such asking people, then there many people even do not know how many Vedas are there. Mainly children totally do not know about our granthas, about these things, and many elders also. They could not answer satisfactorily to my questions. I myself do not know much, and they don't know much less, not even that. So then I realized something is to be done on this aspect, and this is the right time for me after retirement as an engineer for 40 years, working in various companies at senior executive position. I thought this is the right goal God has given me to do. So I started teaching, learning Sanskritam and teaching. I started in 2013, and with the help of Samskrita Bharati Association, and Veda Samskruti Samiti started in 2014, and in local circles, with the help of so many other friends, we finally at 2016 we registered it, and we conducted 2 seminars, all India seminars on Sanskritam and Samskruti, and Sanskritam and Bharati Kala Vaibhavam. We conducted various other programs regarding workshops on Rajiv Malhotra books. And further to that, we have been associated with various dharmic associations in and around Hyderabad, Andhra Pradesh. And the important thing is in 2017, our program was supported by Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, both the governments, and they also participated along with us in the program. For 26 organizations participated in 27th 2017 program. So later, when in 2020, finally, when COVID came, it helped us to give an indication to us that we should start online courses on Sanskritam when we could not reach the students personally to teach them. So in 2020 May, we started online courses, and the online courses, the response was too huge. Rather than when I was in personal coaching, online coaching was much very high. So like that, we had very good response that is continuing till now. And we are having around 200 people online taking lessons from me every day between 8:30 to 10:30. All the 7 days, the classes are there. We are teaching for the Samskrita Bharati courses, all the 4 levels of course, Pravesha to Kovida. In addition to that, in November 2020, we realized that there is a chance of using this platform as Charcha Vedika, and started lecturing, inviting the senior people to give lectures on various topics of important consideration for the country, to make the people know, mainly intellectuals, to understand what their duty, what is their responsibility towards the country and towards the society and towards our culture. So with this intention, we started in November, and we started with courses on new education policy. We started giving lectures, getting lectures on Charitra, history that I mean, and Ayurvedam, and then Sanatana Dharma, Shoda Samskaras, and other Sanatana Dharma activities, and Vedavangmaya Parichayam to the people. So then we started in 2021 and 22. We have advertised for the papers on science. What are the science in Vedic science, Vedic sciences? What is the science available in Vedas? What roots are there in Vedas? Science roots in modern science, roots of modern science in Veda Vangmaya. We got a good response of around 50 to 60 papers we got, selected papers and approved papers. And this has been selected by judged by our Prabhu Garu and other panel of experts we have. And these papers have been presented in webinars in 2021 to 22. And 22, with the support of Dr. Prabhu Garu and initiation and inspiration from him, the long cherished ambition of mine to start Sanatana Dharma courses for various intellectuals of the society. This is required, I thought, and that has been given inspiration and promotion by Dr. Prabhu Garu, who is the course director for the present courses. With that support, we started first yoga classes, 2 yoga classes we started, and then we started Sanatana Dharma course, a 3 months course in May 2022. From then onwards, there is no stop. We conducted 3 batches, and this course was blessed by Kanchi Peethadipati, Vijayendra Saraswati on Akshaya Tritiya day in 2022, and we started the course on Shankar Jayanti day in 2022. And later we conducted 3 batches, and then we realized that we should go to higher level also, based on the past examination people on these 3 batches. We have selected the people, and those selected people have been admitted for the 2nd level course, and the 2nd level course is starting now. In addition to that, Veda Samskruti Samiti now started journal, a international journal we are trying to get ISSN number, and we are publishing all the papers we have got from this in the journal. That has been blessed by same Vijayendra Saraswati of Kanchipetham on 2023 Shankar Jayanti day, 25th April at Tirupati Mahati Auditorium. So with this background, Veda Samskruti Samiti is pushing ahead to reach the various sections of the society to make them understand the importance of our Sanatana Dharma and its culture and its necessity in the present situation of so many forces acting against our culture, from with political power and money power, nationally and internationally also. So this is the need for all the intellectuals to wake up and make our people understand the real strength of our Vangmayam, our Samskruti, our Sanskrit language, and its importance and its loss. By not knowing it, what we are losing. There are thousands and thousands of manuscripts and books are there in the Sanskrit language. If Sanskrit is not being the routine, regular reading language, what will happen to the thousands of lakhs of manuscripts in Sanskrit language? What will happen to that whole Vangmayam? A real strength of our country is our culture, our Vangmayam, and that is being lost because we are away from Sanskrit. So this need is there now for the society to get into the Sanskrit language and go deeper into Veda Vangmayam and see a research organization to start to the research in the Vedas, and all the credit that foreign people are getting it based on the research they are doing and with the roots of our language, of our Vangmayam, and the credits are being patented by others. So with these things, we should wake up ourselves and churn our Vedas, whatever is available, and try to get back the Vedas. They are lying down in various countries during the 1,000 years of invasion and colonialism. We have to bring all those things back someday, and all the manuscripts are to be again read, and the glory has to be come back to the country. We should tie up our belts and then bring back our glory back. And this is my message, my request, my abhyardhana, my prarthana to all the intellectuals to come forward and see this happens in a decade or so at least. Dhanyavadaha for giving me this chance, and I request Dr. Babu to go ahead with the program. I bless everybody who are elder to me, either by age or by I pranam to all the people who are elder to me, and then in age and as well as in jnana, and I bless all the people who are younger to me. Dhanyavada. Namaskar.
Okay, ధన్యవాదములండి for the advice to all of us and also the welcome address. Now I'll request Swamini ji to give her speech and blessings to all of us and for the success of this course. Swamini ji.
Namaste to all. Hari Om. Om Hari Om Shri Guru Bhyo Namaha Hari Om. Om Ganana Antva Ganapati Gum Havamahe Kavim Kavinam Upamashravastamam Jeshtarajam Brahmanam Brahmanaspadana Shurvannoti Visid Sadhanam. Om Mahaganapataye Namaha. Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupine Vidyarambham Karishyami Siddhir Bhavatu Me Sada. Shruti Smruti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavatpadam Shankaram Loka Shankaram. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Om Namah Pranavarthaya, Shuddha Jnanaikamotaye, Nirmalaya Prashantaya, Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Vasudeva Sutam Devam Tam Sachanuramardhanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadguru Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashya Krutau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah. On this occasion of Guru Purnima, we are inaugurating the second level Sanatana Dharma course. So this is a great grace of Bhagwan that we get this opportunity to teach and to learn. And we are all grateful to Sri CSR Prabhuji, who is working so hard to design the course and to daily teach students and giving his best time for us. Sanatana Dharma, it's not that only belief, Shraddha. Shraddha and belief is different thing. Shraddha and faith also is different. Our Sanatana Dharma is what? Lakshana Pramanabhyam Vastu Siddhi. We decide, Lakshana means definition. What is the Lakshana of the Vastu? What is the Pramana to know that Vastu? So in 16th chapter, and Bhagavan Shri Krishna says तस्मात् शास्त्रम ते प्रमाण। तो शास्त्र हमारे लिए प्रमाण है, जिसके द्वारा हम ये जगत क्या है, so we can understand what is this world is. Who is the creator? Whether there is a creator or not. In Kenopanishad, Vakya Bhashya, Kenopanishad is the only Upanishad where Shankaracharya has written two bhashyas. One is the Padabhashya as usual. And then he has written Vakya Bhashya. In the third chapter, Vakya Bhashya, introduction, Adi Shankaracharya ji proves by logic that there should be a creator. Not only that, that creator has to be all knowledge, all power. So our Shastra also works with logic. It's not that there is logic in science. And therefore, we need to understand our Shastra. We need to have, as our Prabhu Garuji is telling, that we should have proud to be Sanatan Dharmi, to be Indian, Bharatiya. Because what legacy we have, what heritage we have, it has become the book of library. It has to be studied. That's why in Sadhan Panchagam, the Adi Shankaracharya, the first sentence is what? Vedo Nityam Adhiyata. It's not that only for sannyasi they have to study the Shastra. Everybody needs to know the Shastra. Vedo Nityam Adhiyata. Taduditam karma swanushtiyata. And whatever taduditam, whatever instructions are given for our life, it's not that something out of life. I always tell, the secular word is not our word. Understand this properly. When the Christianity started, they didn't want to have any kind of interference from the kingdom. And therefore they started this. That kingdom has nothing to do with this religious life. But this is our day-to-day life. We don't have to be secular. What is the secular? We start our day with what? Karagre vasate Lakshmi karamule Saraswati karamadhyat Govinda prabhate kara darshanam. Understand this? We start our day with Bhagavan. We end our day with Bhagavan. So Ishvara is there. It's everywhere, day-to-day life. But to understand that, Taduditam karma swanushthiyatam. First we have to study the Shastra, then we have to follow the Shastra. Only the people, those who are wearing, are not sadhu. Shankaracharya gives who is sadhu. The 6th chapter, when the sadhu word comes, Shastra anukarini. Understand? The one who follows, one anukarana, one who follows the Shastra is sadhu. Therefore, like Buddhism, Jainism, we don't have the two lifestyle. One is a sadhu lifestyle, according to them, understand it, monk. And then there are samsaris. No. Person who studies, person who follows Shastra is sadhu. Grahastha also can be sadhu, understand? Because of this Christianity, because of these other religions, we also started dividing these things. Bhagavad Gita, वो तो साधु लोग करते हैं, हमारे क्या करें? तो ये शास्त्र जो हमें एक मार्गदर्शन, the Shastra is giving us the road map for our life. We have to follow that. So that Chaturtha Purushartha, what we call Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. What is Dharma? Abhyudaya Nishreyasa Siddhi. Jiske dwara, by which we can gain the Abhyudaya. Abhyudaya means the welfare of our life, the guideline of our life. So Dharma is not only that we do puja. That's not only Dharma. Going to heaven is not Dharma. It's our life. So Abhyudaya Nishra. Abhyudaya means Artha and Kama. And Moksha. Nishreyasa is Moksha. So that's our life. There is no two life understand in our culture. Religious life and spiritual life. No. It's all one and same. But we understand this until and unless we understand our scriptures. And therefore, I'm very happy that we are doing this course and a lot of people are being benefited by this. And by grace of our gurus, by grace of Bhagwan, we have reached at this level that we have now second level we are starting. And we need to spread this knowledge more and more. Why we gain this knowledge? It's not only for ourselves. The knowledge has to be spread. It has to go to every person. So, this is the advantage of online classes, that person who is in America also can listen to these classes. Who can attend the classes. And so I'm very happy. All my blessings are there. And whenever there is any, as a guest speaker, because of my certain duties, I cannot be the part of the course totally. But as and where required, I can be part of this course. And I request all the students, those who are here, that be committed to this. It is a very rare. Manushyanam sahasresu kaschidyatati. Understand this. So this is something which is very rare. And even Yamaraja in Kathopanishad said, this Shastra Dhyanam is rare. Ashcharya Vakta Kusalo Anulabdaha. Understand? To gain this kind of the speaker, to get this kind of the teacher, we are very blessed that we have this CSR Prabhuji. It's a rare thing. Durlabham Traya, Manushya level, to get this human body itself is rare. Somebody asked me, why you are telling rare? So many people are there. You are already in India, 130 crores are there. But even we look into this, our globe, our earth, Prithvi. If we count all the trees, for us, tree also is a yoni. All insects, all plants, all sugarcane plants, all grass. If we count, what is the percentage of human being? We are rare, understand this. All the animals and all the aquatic animals, you include all of them. And then see, what is this? Having a human body itself is rare. And in that, mumukshu, to gain the liberation from the samsara, to desire to get liberated, mumuksha, to desire to study the Shastra. All this is rare. And in that, Mahapurusha Samshraya, to gain the person who can teach us Shastra. And therefore, this is a rarest of the rare, understand this. Don't take it lightly. And so, I am really happy that I'm part of this. And I pray to Bhagwan that let's have more and more people come for the study of the scriptures. Teachers are there, but we need the students also. And therefore, we have to have more and more like these courses also. Because so many youths are there. All these youth need to know this. That the Shastra is not something other than our day-to-day life. It's a part of our life. And it's not that we cannot live the Vedic life. Somebody told Swamiji, how we can study Shastra, we can study, but how we can live this day-to-day life? We can live. Understand this. It's not 10 commandments. Every human being can live day-to-day life according to the Shastra. Because Shastra has given a lot of options in our life. And therefore, we have to look into this. We have to explore the Shastra so we can know that how we can have this Vedic lifestyle in this modern life also. And we have to find out the way. So many options are there. And so, by studying, you are going to be not only benefited intellectually, your day-to-day life also is going to change. And we need that change. Because every lecture I am telling now, that we have the lot of panditas. But what we need is practicing Hindu. Those who are practicing, that means they are living the life, the Vedic lifestyle, those who are following. And therefore, I'm very happy. I pray to Bhagwan to have more and more opportunity and more students for studying the Shastra. Om Tat Sat.
Dhanyavadamalandi,
Oh.
Swaminiji. Thank you for sparing your time and coming and attending our inaugural session and giving your blessings to all of us. And she is the advisor of this course and the chief guest for today. Thank you very much, Swaminiji. And I think you are preoccupied after 7:15. So thank you very much. Now I'll brief you on the course. This course is mainly meant for the people who have gone through the basic course. The basic course, as our president H.P. Rao Garu already briefed you, we had 3 basic courses, and you all know what is the syllabus in that. And those who have been qualified, in the sense that, we have monitored the attendance and also taken the examinations of each and every topic at various intervals, and those who have successfully completed both practicals like yoga and also theory, those people are only qualified to go into deeper into those topics. So to that extent, all the students are our old students. And also, let me tell you, these are the serious people who want to learn about Sanatana Dharma. So the filtering has already been done at basic level. Those who are serious, those who are knowledgeable, those who are, want to learn a little more are admitted for this course. I will briefly give you the analysis of the students with the help of a PPT. I think you all can see this. The first batch of advanced level 2 certificate course in Sanatana Dharma. Can you all see? Anybody?
Yeah, it's visible.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. So now today is starting, and it will be completed on 29 September. And structure is almost the same as the basic course, but we will be touching upon the next level of knowledge. And today is the very good day for all of us, Guru Purnima day, to start this course. And we had the blessings of Sri Shankaracharya Vijayendra Saraswati last year when we were starting this course on 8th of August. We went personally, all organizers, we went and then taken his blessings with the help of the syllabus we had. And see, this is the small analysis I have done, which you may like to go through. 93 have registered, total qualified were 130, but others have some commitment for during this course. So they will be attending the next course. And we have, some analysis on gender. We have 59 males and then 34 females in this course. Ladies. And then location wise, there are 4 people located in US and 1 in Australia. And in Hyderabad itself, the 44, and outside Hyderabad, there are another 43 people, total 93. And the age bracket wise, unfortunately, those who are less than 20 years are nil, though some people have attended some basic course and somehow either they have not qualified or they did not register for this course due to their commitments. But what we are going to do is we are going to start a course separately for the youth covering the basics, total basics required for 10 to 20-year-old people, and then take them through all the 4 levels of the knowledge in the same way as we are doing it today. So this is the effort going on with the help of so many, all the knowledgeable people. So what should be covered, and syllabus is being worked out. Now 21 to 40 years, there is only 10 people. Attended are many, in the sense that around 25% of the people are in this age bracket, but now qualified and registered 10 only and admitted 10. And then 41 to 60, this is the main group which is contributing to the learning of the course. This is 42 people, and retired and more than 60 years are 41 people. So this is a small analysis I have done. Then you see, this is the syllabus we are covering, and these are the people who are teaching. These are the gurus who are teaching. And Ravi Prakash Arya he will introduce Vedas and then address to all of us tomorrow. And then CSR Prabhu Garu is the main speaker, and along with Dr. Visalakshi Garu. He introduces Sanatana Dharma, Vedas, Vedangas, Upanishads, Darshanas, Vimana Shastra, Bhagavad Gita, and some research topics, and mainly 1 month of yoga, along with the theory of behind the yogic culture. And we have a professor from Banaras Hindu University, is Krishna Murari Tripathi ji. Along with Prabhu Garu, he will also cover a topic, Purva Mimamsa. And then we have Sundari ji, who will cover actually it is not basics of Panchangam, it will be little, calculation of how to decide on Muhurtams, little more, she has already covered the basics. And we have our Vice President, Sanatana Dharma of Veda Samskruti Samiti, who is very instrumental in working out the syllabus, and also she takes care of various activities of this course, and also Veda Samskruti Samiti. She will cover partly Bhagavad Gita and mainly Sanatana Dharma and Shodasa Samaskar. She has already covered these topics, and she will go a little further into this. Anything who is some topic?
Sanatana Dharma and Upanishads I'm going to take.
Yes, she is going to talk. I didn't mention here Upanishads. She is going to teach 3 Upanishads also. Rajugaru, he will cover Puranas, and C.A. Kishwar Garu Ayurveda, and Gautam Mukherjee ji, Vedic mathematics. He has covered the basics. He will cover little more and go deeper into that. And we have added a new speaker, Nitin Sridharji. He may be in the crowd today. He will cover from Sanatana Dharma, from Mahabharata, and one more topic as Dharma Shastras. He will go a little deeper into Dharma Shastras. And we have Anant Padmanabha Rao Garu. He will he has covered, traditional values, Sanatana Dharma. He will go further into the subject. We have, well-known person in Vastu, Leela Prasad Garu, and he will cover the Vastu Shastra, a little more than basics. And then we have a researcher, Brahmadat Aryaji from Haryana. He has been doing research on homom and what are the effects and then what are the benefits of doing it. Along with Dr. Prabhu Garu, he will cover the research topics. And we have 1 month yoga classes after 2 months of Sanatana Dharma topics. And this is being covered mainly by Prabhu Garu. Along with him, to assist him, we have Brijbhushan Purohit ji and Ravi Kumar ji. And besides all these people, we have also, for this advanced course, we have the privilege and the opportunity to have a faculty, Arvind Rao Garu, ex-DGP of Andhra Pradesh, combined Andhra Pradesh, as one of the faculty to us. Today he could not attend because of some commitments. And we have also added one more very well-known person, Sitaram Ayagari. He is based on US, and he will cover Vedas, a part of Vedas, that is science of orientation. So this is the syllabus, and these are the very key people who are going to teach, around 17 people. And we are very fortunate that they have all agreed. And let me tell you, this course is free of cost. I mean, there is no fees. And also all these services of all these professors, teachers, gurus is honorary. And then some guidelines, again, to the students. You all know you are the most sincere and successful students of this course. I don't have to repeat all these things. That's why there is not much of communication to all of you before starting this course, because you are all very well experienced. So, you got the syllabus and general instructions and training program, and whatever material the gurus will give, we will share with you. And be free to ask any questions to the faculty. The question answer session has a special timings, like, only 1 hour timing for teaching and remaining 40 minutes or 30 minutes for question answer session. So we are requesting all the gurus to do that. Most of them are doing it. And then online examination will be there. This is to ensure that this is one more opportunity for all of you to learn deeper into the subject. So this aspect is very, it's not a formal thing. It is a self-study sort of thing for all of you. And we are going to conduct webinars on various topics connected with Sanatana Dharma. It's part of the syllabus. So you all have to attend this as far as possible, 4 to 6 p.m. on Saturdays. And then we are going to start, we are already started some topics from our well-known person, Narendra Apteji. He is on Sunday, he is teaching Sadacharam Swarupam from 4 to 6 p.m. We also had one session, the second session yesterday. And attendance is compulsory. Please ensure that you log in 5 minutes before. And as you know, Chala Chittibabu Garu will keep advising you. In fact, when I saw the participants list, in fact, 70–80% of people have already renamed your name with your PIN number. Thank you very much for your cooperation. Please, remaining also, please rename your name so that attendance can be taken. And then please mute your mics and videos while the class is going on. And when the question answer session comes, do raise your hand digitally. And if the gurus want to interact with you, you all will be unmuted, and then you are free to interact with the guru, especially the Vedic mathematics. He keeps, minute to minute interaction with all of you. So if you have any problem, whom to contact, you all know, all are, in fact, Chala Chittibabu Garu and Lalita Krishnaji, they are all here. They are all also students of this course. And so you will have more approach for to all of them. And I am Lieutenant Colonel Dr. Akal Amarendra Babu. I am the course administrative director. And you all know Dr. CSR Prabhu Garu. He doesn't need any introduction. He is the main designer of this course. And then any problem, any doubt on academics, you please do get in touch with him. How to get in touch with the above people are, all these people are in this course WhatsApp group. Now, I thank you very much. And now I like to, we are very fortunate to have Deepak Singhal-ji, who is the ex-chief secretary of UP, retired on 31st May 2019. And is kindly agreed to come and as a guest of honor and address all of us and give a few tips to all of us. And experience wise, he's IAS officer, so he has held many appointments which are very, very lucrative. And managing director of Garhwal Mandal Vikas Nigam now, district magistrate Nainital Bareilly Meerut, commissioner Meerut, and then vice chairman Meerut and Kanpur Development Authority, vice chancellor of Meerut University, sales tax commissioner, secretary tax and registration, chairman and managing director of UP Power Corporation, secretary industry and ED Udyog Bandhu, Joint Secretary Fertilizers, Government of India, Principal Secretary Home, Principal Secretary Irrigation, and NCR Commissioner, and then Chief Secretaries. Being a Chief Secretary of a state, it is a high profile career he has, so he has held a lot of very important positions and did very well in his career. Qualifications wise, he is an engineer, a gold medalist from IIT Roorkee and postgraduate from IIT Delhi. It's great to know that he is an IITian. And training and awards, short-term courses in Harvard University, and then World Water Award at Stockholm, and then global exposure, more than 50 countries, and the World Bank he has visited. Vigilance section, of course, that is all. Okay, so let us, we are very, sir, we are very happy. And we welcome you to this seminar, inaugural session. And we thank Prabhu Garu for introducing you to all of us. We request you to advise us on the conduct of this course. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Am I audible to all?
Yeah, you are audible.
Yeah, thank you. Now, actually, in a very short notice, yesterday, Prabhuji requested me to be part of this thing. Just to introduce my thinking process, as you yourself said, 40 years I've worked into the administration in all positions from ground level to the top level, the bureaucracy. And today our batch is my batchmate is the Cabinet Secretary of India, who is #1 officer in the country as far as bureaucracy is concerned. I've seen the globe. I have done now more than 80 countries of the world, and fortunate to see various parts of the globe. Recently, I've been to Egypt, and saw the various, I'm trying to see various civilizations. I went to Egypt very recently. I went to Vietnam. I went to Ireland, England. I went to very recently. I went to Azerbaijan. Just a couple of observations I want to make. You're all intellectuals. You know, this was never my subject. My subject was administration and governance. And after COVID, I realized that, I've seen in my career so many prime ministers, chief ministers, and ministers, and bureaucrats and politicians. But ultimately, then I realized that, after seeing the globe, that it was Bharatiya Sanskriti, which was perennial. And in fact, this is from not only today, but thousands and thousands of years of old. And then much before the advent of Islam and Christianity. And Christianity is 1 AD, what we say, Islam is 600-700 AD. Our Sanskriti was all pervasive all over the globe. And unfortunately, what happened over the passage of time, the Sanskriti disappeared. And the basic reason what I see is, our knowledge centers, which was the universities and colleges, which had complete domain experience, and gurus which were existing, they disappeared. In fact, majority of us should know that Takshila University, which was now in Pakistan, but Takshila was established somewhere around 8th century BCE, and various educational centers like in Nalanda, Vikramshila, Udayanshila, Vidyapith, Somapura, Ratnagiri, everything was destroyed when the foreign invasions took place to our culture. We were known as Sone Ki Chidiya. We were controlling 26% GDP of the world. We had, it is on record that we are the inventors of so many things what we talk today, from aeronautics to geology to botany to mathematics to science. Everything is described. We thought that we created a group of people all over the globe with 150 people who are vice chancellors, DG archaeologists, and various kind of eminent people. And I started convening with them because as a senior bureaucrat, my access was there, not only with the government, might be Indira Gandhi Center, Culture of Arts, might be ICCR, might be Human Resources Ministry. And I discovered, that we are just speaking. We just speak. We give seminars, we give lectures. We have no strategies to make how can we go into the mass movement. I'm seeing your own data. You see, you have given online courses to 93 people out of bandwidth of 140 crores in the country. Now, how do we create strategies under which we reach to 140 crores? And not of 100 crores, at least 100 crores who are Sanatan Dharmi. And Sanatan Dharma encompasses various things. Not only the religion, but it is a knowledge-based thing. It's a way of life. India dominated the world through its knowledge and dharma for years, and so many quotes are there, which I saw in the globe, which even if a Chinese person, when I went to China and understood the Chinese people, they said India conquered and dominated China culturally for 20 centuries without even ever send a single soldier across the border. So 20 centuries we controlled China. Today we are fighting out for our Arunachal Pradesh. What is happening is we are sticking our systems to the shloks and understanding the way of life, but from the Vedic Sanskriti, or for the Sanatan Sanskriti, the Western scholars have written much more about us, and the Western people have, whatever is being written by West is just lying in the libraries of London and Ireland. Unfortunately, in India, post-independence, most of the historians who wrote the history of India have written there from the foreign lens. The foreign lens, not from the Indian lens. And now for the first time, I'm observing, you see even a person like Mark Twain, he rated India as a cradle for human race, the birthplace of human speech, the mother of history, the grandmother of legend, the great-grandmother of tradition. Now a foreigner writing Mark Twain like this, and Indian people, what we see India today is only Jambu Deepa. Now, if you go, Swamini ji will say so. If he can advise in this courses that India was not what India is today. India is a geographical territory. What India is today is only a geographical territory. Bharatiya knowledge and Bharatiya Sanskriti was ever pervasive. I went to recently Azerbaijan. There is a great Baku temple, flame temple. I was astonished to see in the flame temple on the doors of 26 dharamshalas there, that everything is written in Sanskrit. Even in Sanskrit, that it was a Jwalamukhi temple. So people had evolutions in Bharatiya Sanskriti from Africa to India, today's India, and traveled all over the globe. We have in our teams, which we created to understand, when I was convening a young officer who's a Vedveer Arya, we are taking guidance from Professor Kapil Kapoor, who is doyen of Sanskrit in India. Professor Lokesh Chandra is 96 years old person whose father Raghuveer ji traveled not only to the Indian part, but entire Russia, from Russia to Mongolia to entire part of the world, who has documented more than 100 books, which we have got the copy. We have a collection of more than 500 books. What I'm trying to say is, I'm encouraging, when I speak to Prabhuji, that two things we have to fight it out. First is the scientific evidence of our own knowledge system. Because, the Western scholars, Harvard University and Oxford University, today, even if I'm sorry to say that best of the entrepreneurs in the country, they prefer to support the research scholars in Harvard. Even if our well-known entrepreneur, Narayan Murthy, he preferred to give $5 million to Harvard University, has never given a single penny to any Indian university. Now, the point is this, how do we create your course content, who you have very nicely being initiated? How can it become a matter of masses? How can it go to the masses? That is the greatest challenge which will come out of this. Because, just integrating by 100, 200 people, some youth, it will never go through the dreams to strengthen our own country. Secondly, we have more than 3 crore diasporas all over the globe. And once we see the globe, lot of people want to do. The second important suggestion, which I like to request to you, because you are all eminent people, then we started, when we have a discussion, is that how can we convert our knowledge base, maybe a Rig Veda, Samhitas, Yajurvedas, all kind of Upanishads, all kind of Purans, and even of Ramayana, Mahabharata, Bhagavad Gita, Granths, and basic tenets of Buddhism, Jainism, Sangam literature, and all literature, regional literatures, which has been documented, because you yourself said, Swamini ji was telling you, Shruti tradition. But whatever has been documented now, how can we convert that document into a consumable format? The masses will come through when you will have a consumable format by use of technology. We all are all doing some activity. When we go and sit in the car and go to some place, if you have a pod in your pocket with a pen in your pocket, where we can consume the entire material very fast track. The younger generation has no sense of direction or proportion to read books. We have thousands of books, thousands of seminars, thousands of intellectual platforms, thousands of YouTubes today in the country. And what you are doing, I know personally, when I got deeper into the subject for last 10 months after my COVID experience, that there are not innumerable people who are doing this kind of activity in the globe. But so in that direction, we are now moving, that we are creating a Bharatiya Sanskriti Vaishvik Nyas, where Vaishvik Nyas will encompass the knowledge instead of reinventing the knowledge of individuals. We are thinking that how can we create under the guidance of the all important people who are having subject knowledge. My request is that, the 17 your faculty members, I shall be very happy if we can get their email IDs and mobile numbers. We will send a vision document to all of them. Let them come out with the strategies, because then the country needs strategies. We speak that we say that, sometimes we say as I said, Arunachal is ours. I said it's not Arunachal is ours. It is Beijing which is ours. Go to the Beijing wall, see the Sanskrit shloka, what are still written on the walls of China wall, where it says that anything inside Chinese wall is Chinese, and beyond Chinese wall is all people from north of China, and that is India. Second thing what I experienced myself, Jambudip, we do a puja of Jambudip, Bharat Khande, single Gotrotpanna. Now, Jambudip is today's Jambudip. All these are the Plashdeep, Kushdeep. Egypt, I saw it was called still Kushdeep. So I saw Ramsey dynasty in Egypt, and I saw how Aga Khan was treated by our own kind of medical treatment. India can play a global leader in terms of preventive health. What's happening in the globe, what I experience is only the arm companies and medicine companies who are driving this world today, and they are making the world mad. We have a United Nations, we have peace missions, we have so many international bodies. Still the war is going on between Russia and Ukraine. What is the use of United Nations then? So I think our culture, our Sanatan Dharma can provide a future globe which is full of, we have identified 6 subjects called happiness, global health, global humanism, global peace, global prosperity, and global pollution. With open arms, we are in a process for last 9 months to discuss with various people. Even in Hyderabad, I know a lot of people who are doing independent work in this direction. Recently, a gentleman came across who has got 250,000 manuscripts in his house, which is only 100 kilometers from Hyderabad. Is a Babu who met me. He says, sir, we want to donate entire 250,000 manuscripts. He has done a work under which, however, jurisprudence has come up. I felt very ashamed when I went to Ireland, and a Rutger, who was a professor in Sanskrit, and he said, Mr. Singhal, you are the first ICS officer. I said, I'm not ICS, I'm an IAS officer. He says the first who was selected was Subhash Chandra Bose. Aurobindo was selected as IAS, and they never joined. They wanted to pursue our Indian Bharatiya Sanskriti, and went into created revolutionizing India and making India free. The time has come with all of you who are the pillars of India, who are knowledge bases, that India should become a second independence movement, which is 75 years after the independence, that is called cultural independence. So I think these are the areas which we are trying to do. Ultimately, our Honorable Prime Minister has been telling Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina, Sarve, then Vasudeva Kutumbakam, Satachita Ananda. These kind of things are the part, in a sense, of our Bharatiya Sanskriti. Now, second thing is, whatever you teach, how can it become integrated with the employment potential generation? Now, what if you see, so if our retired band of people, they only get interested, they can interested is it is a good way. But if this workforce which are retired or might be going to a different life pattern, now they have to see how can they basically change the mindset and perception. In fact, I'm looking very eagerly I'm trying to discover, because I am also in IIT Roorkee. I know my batchmates are in managing directors in various companies in US. I've been talking to someone who can find out a person. She'll be grateful. Hyderabad is a city of a lot of IT people who can convert our entire knowledge base into a consumable format. That will be the greatest contribution for this course to be read by the masses. It can reach in every household. I'll give you a small example. Once upon a time, when even in this T series, Bhushan Kumar started old-fashioned this CDs and cassettes. Mata Vaishno Devi went all over the globe just by a single man. So out of your 19 resource persons who are working for this field, I was very much impressed with Prabhuji when he said he has done scientific evidencing of our Vedas and scientific evidencing of the systems, and then scientific evidencing of evolution of the common denominator between Sanatan Dharma and various other dhams. After all, they all dharmas draw their strength. When I spoke to Sikh experts, Buddha experts, everyone is taking from you. Everyone is, it's a common denominator is the same. But yes, it is completely different from Abrahmanical religions, maybe Christianity or Islam. So you have to work out a solution which will give you a strategy creation, and how can we become the global leader in various subjects. We just to share with you, we have with us Professor Lokesh Chandra, Kapil Kapoor, a gentleman doctor Gangopadhyay from America, 10-15 people from London, America, and as I said, and various people in the country which I saw. So though now these people, we are getting together and trying to see how can we create this nyas, and if we create this nyas, which will be an integrator for the human human knowledge, then we will be able to contribute. And how can we convert back our country as Sone ki Chidiya again? How can we say that we provide the leadership? How can we say that our Sanskriti will put a push to the change of various laws and rules and regulations? We speak of so many things. How can the country progress if we have laws which are detrimental to your own Bharatiya Sanskriti? You have multiple laws in this country. The temple was driving the entire Indian economy. After independence, all of a sudden, your temples have been taken over by the government. Now you see a government, Babu. I've been in the government for 40 years, and I'm sorry to say that last 40 years, most of the people. So most of the people, the bureaucrats have a different mindset. How can we change the mindset and perception? I think that's all. In 5 minutes, I wanted to sum up everything in a limited time. My only thing is, and all the best to the organizers, and thank you very much for calling me. I'm with me. I should be grateful if I get the connect numbers of your knowledge sources and their this thing, so that we can send our vision document to them. And as I said, I am not taking any position in this nyas. That is a typical style of an IAS officer, to create their empire. I have no desire. We have done enough. We have seen enough. So now we have to give the Prithvi Rinam back. I've lost my mother, father, so Matra Rin, Pitra Rin is over. But now I want to return Prithvi Rin under the guidance of all of you. Thank you very much for calling me.
ధన్యవాదములండి దీపక్ సింగల్ గారు. Thank you very much for sparing your time and making it convenient to attend our inaugural session, and also giving us your advice. We definitely follow your guidelines and also take your help in taking it forward. And let us thank Prabhu Garu for introducing you to all of us. And thank you, sir. Now, let us, moving forward, let us request our Vice President, Sanatana Dharma, Dr. Visalakshi Garu, to address the gathering.
Om Sri Mahaganadhipataye Namaha. Om Sri Parvati Rajarajeshwarabhyam Namaha. Om Sri Medha Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Om Sri Mahasaraswatye Namaha. Om Shivaya Gurave Namaha. Om Namah Shivaya Cha Namah Shivaya. Om Viswagurave Shivaya Namaha. Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. Sadasiva Samarambham Vyasa Sankara Madhyamam Asmad Acharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. Honorable members of our Veda Samskruti Samiti and dear students, today is really a very auspicious day to all of us, because today is Ashadha Paurnami, Guru Paurnami, and on this very auspicious day, we are starting our second level classes of Sanatana Dharma certificate course with the blessings of Paramatma and Jagat Gurus and Guru Parampara. I bow down to our Guru Parampara. I congratulate you first of all, because with such efforts, all of you have got qualified in first level exams, and now you have joined in second level course of our Sanatana Dharma. So many of our elders advised you with wise words. So I need not have to repeat all of them. I will also just give 1 or 2 points for you, just to encourage you and to get success in this second level course, and to get elevated to third level and then fourth level, and thereby to serve the society and our dharma, Sanatana Dharma, while doing Atma Uddharana. What all we do, we have to do for uplifting our soul, to get liberated, to get the highest knowledge, Jnana Devatu Kaivalyam. So we have to gain the real knowledge with which the whole society and our dharma flourishes and gets benefited. Success always comes to only those who got so many good qualities which are described in our Sanatana Dharma and in our Sadachara. Then Utsaha Sampannam Adirkha Sutram Kriya Vidhignyam Vishayeshvasaktam Shuram Krutagnyam Drudha Nishchayam Cha Lakshmihi Swayam Vanchati Vasa Heto. So those who are very enthusiastic to do any work, whatever endeavor they start, they should have spirit of achieving the goal and aim of that. So those who are having enthusiasm, Utsaha Sampannam, then Adirkha Sutram, that is those who are not lazy, not lethargic. So laziness can never be, that is, it is a great hindrance to get success. Kshanasyaha kanasasteva vidyam artham cha sadhayet. Kshanathyage kuto vidya, kanatyage kuto dhanam. That's what elders say. Without wasting even a single minute, we should always be on our duty of gaining knowledge and doing our duties sincerely. Then Kriya Vidhignyam. Kriya Vidhignyam means those who know what they have to do and what they are doing. So knowing we should do. And also we know what all we study, we know the meaning and purpose and benefit of that also. So with that knowledge, we have to strive. And then Vishayeshu Asaktam, not having attachment for Vishayas means worldly enjoyments. So Preyomarga and Sreyomarga is given in Kathopanishad, which I am going to teach you. So then you will know which is better for our betterment of the soul. Then Suram, Krutagnyam, Sura means provides valorous person. What is valor here is not only valor of Bhujashakti, but it is the firmness to do any work, whatever we have started. And then having Sura means self-control. One who got self-control can attain anything in life. Then Drudha Nishchayam, we should have firm decision. what all we want to do, we should try to attain that and work in that direction. So success comes to all of them who strive for all this. In fact, knowledge is very vast. So how to gain the knowledge? Then we say, Ananta Shastram Bahuveditavyam Alpascha Kalo Vacha Vignaha Yet Saraputam Tadupasritavyam Hamso Yatha Kshiramivamburasau. Just as the swan, when water is mixed with milk and then that is given, swan takes only the milk and leaves water. Thus, similarly, the whole knowledge, it is mixed with worldly knowledge and spiritual knowledge and para apara vidya sanda. So we should, what all topics are given, the essence we should try to take from those topics, because if we go into deeper and deeper, then so many points of views may be coming. Even then, among all of that, we should try to gain the real knowledge which is beneficial to elevate ourselves and to do good to society, to the whole mankind, and to our dharma in which we are born. Then in fact, this such knowledge always spreads by 4 methods. The elders say, Athi, Athiti, Bodha, Acharana, and Pracharana. Pracharana. First, we have to study Athiti. Then, what all we have studied, the knowledge should always be passed on to next generations. That is why knowledge is called as Saraswati. Through Sara, to move Sarati. Guru Sishya Parampara. Through Gurus, the knowledge spreads. So, what all we have studied, the right and correct knowledge should be passed on to the next generations. Then we have to put that into practice. Then we have to propagate that. Until and unless we propagate the knowledge cannot be known. We say temples are to be taken care. Our Sanatana Dharma is to be taken care. If other people, they are demolishing our temples and trying to spoil our Dharma, we should not say that because God is there, God will take care of everything. No. God in the form of human beings, in the form of devotees, in the form of great leaders, will take care of our dharma, our gods, our idols, and our temples. So we should try to protect with all our efforts our Sanatana Dharma and the gods in the form that in the form of idols, we pray and worship ultimate reality. Even then, it is our duty to take care of our temples, our dharma, and all our rituals and everything. So, propagating is very important. So, for protection of our Sanatana Dharma, we should strive a lot as far as possible according to our capacity. Yatha Shakti, we say. So, this Sanatana Dharma course at first level, you got the basic knowledge, in fact, and now you are going deeper into all the topics and still more other topics you are going to learn, which would be the heart of our Sanatana Dharma. So we all are very fortunate, in fact, to be associated with such a wonderful course, which should be the life aim of all of us. So I wish all of you a very great success. You be attentive and attending all the classes. You please listen carefully and try to understand and then elevate your knowledge. I thank Veda Samskruti Samiti and Viswayoga Vidyapitha. I thank Sri Akela Hemakanta Prabhakar Rao Mahodaya, and I thank Lieutenant Colonel Dr. Amarendra Babu. I thank specially Dr. CSR Prabhu Garu, and I thank all those who are associated with our Sanatana Dharma course and our Veda Samskruti Samiti. Jai Hind. I thank for giving me this opportunity to be a faculty member of this course and to express my ideas now, feelings now with all of you. Thank you. Swasti.
ధన్యవాదములండి శైలేష్ గారు. థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ మచ్. Now we'll move on to next. So you all know our course academic director, CSR Prabhu garu. He doesn't need any introduction. So I will request him to take over and then address you and also introduce you to Sanatana Dharma in greater details.
Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Brahma Vidya Sampradaya Kartrubhyo Vamsharshibhyo Mahadbhyo Namo Gurubhyaha. Honorable Chief Guests and Guest of Honor and the Course Director, Academic Administrative Director, I have no words to express my happiness. Mahadanandam Anubhushyami. This is a great achievement for our efforts in the last several years. We have not only conducted 3 batches of the first level course of Sanatana Dharma, but now we are starting the next level, second level advanced course. So all the participants in the previous courses have been filtered and tested, and they have been selected for this course. So let me tell you, those who don't know, that all the participants are not ordinary people. They themselves are quite knowledgeable. Some of them have given lectures in our programs. So in this second level course, we are hoping that some of them, if not all of them, will become gurus themselves and start teaching Sanatana Dharma to the fresh young batches in future. So this Sanatana Dharma course, I have been dreaming for many years. I have delivered yoga courses through the Vishwa Yoga Vidyapith, of which I am the founder. And yoga is the core essence of Sanatana Dharma from the practical, experiential perspective. Because all the rishis, all the leaders like Rama or Krishna or Buddha, you take anyone, they are all great yogis. Mahayogeshwaro Harihi. So, yoga being the internal, practical, experiential dimension, it is the core central theme of Sanatana Dharma, because without the experience or realization, it is not possible to deliver any knowledge. For example, if you look at the Ayurveda, it is said that Bharadwaja was the first human being who was sent to the Swargaloka to acquire knowledge of Ayurveda, which is the first science of the universe. And Bharadwaja got it from Indra, and Indra got it from Ashwin, Ashwin got from Prajapati, Prajapati got from Brahma, Chaturmukha Brahma, the creator. And how did Brahma get? He didn't get from anybody else, but he got in the state of Samadhi. It is revelation. So I'm trying to submit to all of you that internal experience, revelation, jnana, bodha, is the source of all knowledge, including the Vedas. Brahma has 4 faces. He chanted 4 Vedas to the 4 faces, which he got through his own revelation. All the rishis of the Vedas, they are mantra drashtas. They got the mantras through revelation. It is Veda is Apovishaya. Well, friends, as our guest of honor, Singalji has extremely well expressed, the whole globe was indeed, in fact, in reality was practicing Sanatana Dharma. During my researches for the last 50, 60 years, I have identified that it is not just modern day India, but it was whole globe. Because if you look at the immediate past also, we have greater India comprising of Gandhara, Afghanistan, Burma, Sri Lanka, not to speak of Pakistan, Bangladesh, etc. If you go back greater into the history, we have the Bogoskoy inscription in Turkey, which has mentioned Mitra Varuna as the swearing Devtas for a truce of a war. The Hittite and Mitanni dynasties, whose daughters were the queens of the Egyptian empire. Well, friends, I have no hesitation now after a lot of research that the Egyptians were Hindus, so also were the Turkish or the Greeks, Yavanas. So the whole world was Hindu, the whole world, Krunvanto Vishwam Aryam. The word Hindu is a modern word, but Arya, or the respectable follower of the Vedic Dharma, was the whole universe. That's why the concept of Vasudhaika Kutumbakam came. And now what happened in history? If you look at the Krita Yuga, Treta Yuga, Dwapara Yuga, till Kali Yuga beginning or even part of Kali Yuga, there was no other religion or no other culture in the whole world. If you look at the time period of Mahabharata war, the Gita delivery time, what were the religions in the whole world? Not to speak of the Ramayana time or even the earlier Krita Yuga time. The whole world, Saptadvipa, Vasundhara, was Sanatana Dharma, Vedic Sanatana Dharma was being implemented. We have references in the Upanishads referring to the Suryavamsha emperors, Harishchandra, Dilipa having ruled the entire world. And we have many other evidences of excavations all over the globe have yielded Shivalingas and various other Devata Murtis in each and every country. P. N. Oak has written the World Vedic Heritage, giving the photographs of the archaeological evidences of the existence of Sanatana Dharma all over globe. There was a book called Hindu India, Hindu America, and so many other books have enough evidences to show that the whole world was Vedic Sanatana Dharma followers. And in India, it was the first advent of Buddhist thought. And it is again the mischief of the British historians to say that Buddhism is different from Hinduism. As they have also mischievously said Egyptians were not Hindus, or the Turks, original Turkish empire was not Hindu, or the Greeks were not Hindus. It is their mischief to have misrepresented the facts, because we have clear references in our own scriptures of Madra, Kekaya, Gandhara, or Kushadvipa, or Plakshadvipa, Romaka. Surya Siddhanta was delivered by delivered to Mayasura by Surya at Romak Desha. So who was Shakuni? Shakuni was the prince of Gandhara. And who was Shalya from Madra? So it is a global civilization, global Sanatana Dharma. And with the Buddhist intervention, it is not exactly anti-Vedic as again misrepresented by the British historians. It was mass movement. Buddha spoke in Pali. He delivered Dharma, Dharma Chakra Pravartana. He went to Sri Lanka 7 times. I went to Sri Lanka and studied. So what Buddha taught, in fact, Buddha's father asked him, what are you delivering? He said, I am delivering Dharma. What is Dharma? Dharma is very much Sanatana Dharma, Ahimsa Paramo Dharmaha, which is mentioned in the Vedas. So he didn't do anything new. So as Jainism, 2 main principles of Satya and Ahimsa were leveraged to form 2 different big religions of the world. And Satya and Ahimsa are part of the Sanatana Dharma core principles. And then, of course, the Sikh Panth, the Guru Granth Sahib is a compilation of all the quotations from the Bhagavad Gita, Upanishads, Vedas, Therefore, it is a foolish misrepresentation to think that Buddhism, Jainism, or Sikhism are different religions opposed to Hinduism or Sanatana Dharma. They are part and parcel if you understand them. I have traveled extensively. I went to the birthplace of all these religious leaders and to Sri Lanka also, and I found they are having common ground. The Guru Granth Sahib also. So that is as far as Indian Sanatana Dharma diversification or branches, like a banyan tree has many branches. So the Sikhism, Jainism and Buddhism are only branches of the vast umbrella of the Sanatana Dharma in India. Coming to outside India, what exactly happened outside India? If you look at the Egyptian, Persian, Mesopotamian, Babylonian cultures, civilization, religion, history, you will find exactly same as what we have. The Greek gods, the Roman gods, who were they? They are same, our gods. Poseidon was like Shiva. As far as Apollo was Surya. You go to the Louvre Museum in Paris, you will see all the icons of Apollo and Venus is Shukra. You go to the palace of the Versailles of the French emperors, you'll see in the roof and walls all the paintings of Apollo, Jupiter, Venus, and even the archaeological findings in all over Europe have located the Navagrahas worship. And that went from where? From India to Middle East to Europe. The ancient Romans worshipped Surya primarily. And therefore, now how did this fraud of so-called Abrahamic religions take place? It all started with the Roman emperor ruling the Israel and sending his messenger or Godachari, Mr. Saul, who became Paul, to divide the Jews into by introducing a fake identity of Jesus as the savior of or Messiah of the Jews. A statement or a position which is never admitted by the Jews at the time of Paul and not even today. Today in Jerusalem, the Israeli government does not recognize the existence of Jesus or Christmas or Christianity. The Israeli government is totally free from the fictional depictions of Jesus and so on. Now, coming to the shocking fact that the Old Testament was written much later to the New Testament to escape from the Christian conversions. And the Jews of today were from Russia and Germany, the Khazars of Russia and Ashkenazi of Germany. They are the white Jews. Actually, original Hebrew language was spoken by the black and brown people, not whites. They were the Aryans of Europe who claimed their descent from Abraham, along with so many other brown and black descents. And I have seen a panel discussion where the BBC itself has declared that all the biblical characters are fictional. And what more? The recent research showed that the character of Muhammad in Quran is a retrospective projection of another Muhammad, Abdul Malik, around 9th century AD. So, well, friends, all the biblical characters and even the characters of the founders of all the Abrahamic religions have been projected backwards with retrospection and with fakery and fiction. This is the origin of the Abrahamic religions. and they started destroying the pre-existing Sanatana Dharma, so-called paganism, in all parts of the world. Because the Sanatana Dharma in those parts of the world deviated itself from all the original Vedic, Sanskritic contact and intense involvement. They became diluted. Finally, no theoretical, no philosophical texts were left out in the remnants or relics of Sanatana Dharma in countries like Egypt or in Mesopotamia or in Babylon or in Greece. And therefore, these people came out with Bible and Quran as the people of book. I attended one conference where I told, you are all the people of the book. You have only one book, but we have a library of 20,000 books or more. So it is all absolute misrepresentation and fraud. So coming to the objectivity and the scientific nature. Now, it is not understood either by the Vedic scholars or by enthusiasts of Vedas that the Devatas of the Vedas are nothing but the forces of nature. Each Devata, Vayu, Agni, these are all environmental forces. So Sahayajna Praja Sushva Purvavach Prajapati Anena Prasvidhamesha Vospishtakamathuk Devan Bhavayataneva Te Deva Bhavayanta Parasparam Bhavayanta Sreya Paramavapsnatha. So Devas and humans both were created at the time of creation and they were told to live in symbiotic existence. Ishtan Bhogan Ho Deva Dasyante Yajna Bhavitaha Tair Dattan Padayibhyo Yo Bhunte Steva Evasaha. The Devas will shower all happiness and comfort to the humans if they are propitiated, supplemented or strengthened, nourished through the process of yajna. And humans who consume from nature without replenishing it back are thieves. This is what is the entire environmental crisis today. So the Vedas are the greatest environmental science text. In fact, the yajnas today, there's a big yajna starting in Pragati resorts for 10 days. It is a process of replenishing and strengthening, nourishing the natural environmental forces. All the water, the air, you name it, all the environmental forces are called Devatas. And each Devata, and of course, they are the gross Devatas. We also have the subtle Devatas, Icha Shakti, Jnana Shakti, Kriya Shakti, Saraswati, Lakshmi, and Kali, who are nothing but windows to the Parabrahman, which is Om. We have a inverted pyramid architecture. At the bottom, we have the Adi Bhautika level, and in the middle, we have the Adi Daivika level. At the top, we have the Adhyatmika level. That is Om, Atu Ma, all the Bijaksharas, all Shaktis. In Mantra Shastra, each Bijakshara is one Devata Shakti, or their combinations are Devata Shaktis. So all Devata Shaktis, Atu Ma, together is Parabrahmam, Omkaram, or Mola Prakriti Avyakta, Vyakta, Vyakta Swarubini, the original nature, and each one of the Devatas within it. Adi Daivika level, what I told you now is the Adhyatmika level, the topmost inverted pyramid. In the middle, we have Adi Daivika level. Each one of the Devatas, there are many, many Devatas. Then at the bottom, we have the Adi Bhautika level, the physical manifestation of the Devatas. So the science of today is limiting itself to the physical manifestation. It cannot reach the Adi Daivika level or the Adhyatmika level, except through a few glimpses of intuition in the theory of relativity of Einstein, where the ultimate reality is that which manifests in different forms of matter or different forms of energy through the space-time continuum framework. So that is what is expressed as Maya in Schrodinger's equation in quantum mechanics. So, well, friends, the most advanced scientific achievements have been inspired or sourced from the Upanishads and from the Vedas, as admitted by those scientists themselves. Robert Oppenheimer quoted the Bhagavad Gita, Divi Surya Sahasrasya Bhavet Yuga Madhudhita, Yadibha sadrishishcheva syad bhasastasya mahatmanaha. When he saw the atom lost, he is the father of the atom bomb. He quoted the Vishwarupa description of as if 1,000 suns burst at the same time. Similarly, Einstein himself, he spoke in Sanskrit with Rabindranath Tagore. He got his ideas from the Upanishads, which he formally mathematically presented. Our recent times, C.C. Sudarshan also did that. And Schrodinger, he was very explicit, saying that his Schrodinger's equation of quantum mechanics is a representation of Maya. So the Vedanta, Siddhantas are the sources of the ideas of the greatest scientists of the world. And coming to the computer science and artificial intelligence, Panini's Ashtadhyayi is the source of the original concepts of coding, encryption, recursion, and I will be presenting all these matters to you. Now, the artificial intelligence, which is now going to sweep the world and remove millions of jobs, change our lives uncomparably, is basically making the machines perform the mental and even intellectual activities which humans perform. So in this context, if we can have the Vedic knowledge and wisdom represented in the machine, then it will be possible to do question answering, searching. It is already being done on many texts today. I have seen a chatbot for Bhagavad Gita already. So this is the trend today. And the wisdom of Vedas and the Upanishads and the Bhagavad Gita and Darshanas is the only hope of survival of humanity. As Narendra Modi ji has presented in the US Congress, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam concept will come from where? Not from Bible, not from Quran, but it will come only from the Vedas, the Upanishads. So why? Because it is not Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, it is one without a second. Ekameva Advitiyam Brahma, Neha Nanasti Kinchana. It is not just a family, but it is just Advaita state, oneness. That is Om, which is the one single reality, cutting across all forms of human, non-human, living, non-living beings as one single absolute reality. To realize that you are that, Jantunam Narajanma Durlabhataram Tatopi Viprata Tattvaidika Dharma Marga Parata Vidvat Sughoshanam, and so on till Brahmatmana Samsthitihi, Aham Brahmasmi realization. I am everything. I am the universe. I am therefore immortal. I am you and I am all. All I am and I am all. Sarvabhutasthamaatmanam sarvabhutani jatmani ikshate yoga yuktatma sarvatra samadarshinaha. So this profound spiritual realization, revelation, possible through the yogic samadhi stage, this is what is the only source of experience of oneness, where there is no place for duality, Advaita, and there is no place for conflict of any kind. That is the only hope of the survival of humanity, either from war, Third World War, impending nuclear war, impending, or from the artificial intelligence taking over, because the human mind has become subordinated to the machine, computer today, and it is going to become overpowered by the artificial intelligence. And in fact, Dan Brown wrote a book that human race will be eliminated by the artificial intelligence. That threat exists. The only way to overcome that threat is to realize your own self-identity with everything, realization, yoga, and deep samadhi stage, which is the only way you can express oneness and love. Whom do you love? You love yourself, because everything is you, everyone is yourself, so you love everyone. That is how the universal love, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, perception or conception or perspective can come. And I want all of us, as Mr. Singhal has pointed out correctly, to come out with this perspective of oneness, to unite the world and transcend above conflicts and wars to a level of global peace. Om Dhyau Shantirantarikshagam Shanti Prithvi Shanti Apa Shanti Oshadaya Shantir Vanaspataya Shantir Vishve Deva Shantir Brahma Shanti Sarvam Shanti Shanti Eva Shanti Sama Shanti Redi Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
ధన్యవాదములండి ప్రభు గారు. Thank you very much for all you have done to coordinate this meeting. And now let us all thank the participants who have logged in and then participated. And also, if somebody wants to say anything which is important, this is the beginning of the course, so I don't expect anything, but anything urgent you want to raise your hand. Otherwise, we will chant Prarthana and then Janaganamana. Okay. Now, Ananthanji, can you?
Astu Mahadev.
Yeah.
Om Swasti Prajabhyah Paripalayantam Nyayena Margena Mahim Mahishaha Go Brahmanebhyah Shubhamastu Nityam Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Kale Varshatu Parjanyaha Prithvi Sasyashalini Deshoyam Kshobarahitaha Brahmanas Santu Nirbhayaha Aputrah Putrinas Santu Pautrinaha Adanas Sadanas Santu Jivantu Sharadam Shatam. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinaha Sarve Santu Niramayaha Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhag Bhavet. Om Shanti 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 Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amrutangamaya. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Sarvebhyaha Namaskaraha Dhanyavadaha.
ధన్యవాదములండి అనంతన్ గారు. Now let us request Challa Chittibabu garu to recite Janaganamana to all of us.
जनगणमन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंधु गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तब जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे जय
Jai Hind.
जय जय
ధన్యవాదములండి.
జై శ్రీరామ్. జై
చల్లా
శ్రీరామ్.
చిట్టిబాబు గారు.
జై శ్రీరామ్.
జై శ్రీరామ్.